come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both, Jay, are legends. Won by the Pistons. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson, not that time.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Reggie Jackson missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. To Stanley Johnson. Lonzo Ball pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
James. And the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Jackson. Blake Griffin, defended by Tyson Chandler. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Blake Griffin has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 68%. First one goes down.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
Goes 2 for 2. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
It's Detroit's ball. Jackson to Griffin. Probing the defense. Tyson Chandler. Huge block. Caldwell Pope.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Won't go down. And the basket good at the rim.
You know what we call that, Ed? We call that now you see me, now you don't.
Ball with the basketball. They trail by 2. Bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Jackson with it. 2-point advantage. Has a chance. Reggie Jackson, not that time. And the nice finish at the rim.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Pistons ball here. Jackson to Griffin. Here comes the screen. And he throws it down. Andre Drummond with the slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. That is great vision to set it up. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Here comes the screen. Kuzma. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Jackson with it. Up by 3. And the Lakers have the rebound. Ball into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Kyle Kuzma. Tough shot. He hits.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Jackson with it. Right now, 12 all. To Griffin. Tyson Chandler sends it away. Second block in this quarter. Jackson. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Pass stolen by Detroit.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Lonzo with it. He'll run the offense. Andre Drummond with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Johnson to Reggie Jackson. Here comes the screen. Detroit with 4 to shoot. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Knocked loose. Pistons have it. Johnson down low for Jackson. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Reggie Jackson, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw.
For LA, number 11, Michael Beasley.
And he makes them both. James goes to the right side. To Beasley. Pistons come away with it. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. It's Lebron. Gets a look. Can't hit. Griffin. Beyond the arc for 3. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To James. Fires the three. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Jackson to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, it wasn't long ago, Blake Griffin was among the most unstoppable players in the NBA.
No one's ever questioned Blake Griffin's skill set or his athletic ability. The only question is his durability. He's had 10-plus injuries since the 2014 season.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Cashes in for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Ball to James. Here comes the screen. Beasley knocked loose. Oh, had him going there for a second. Here's LeBron for 2. LeBron James, 3 for 6 now.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson to Drummond. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Ball to James. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Ball to James. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
So take advantage of this great opportunity.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for LA, number 14, Brandon Ingram.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Big finish at the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Blake Griffin against Chandler. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny, then pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Lakers come up with it. Rebounds claimed by Detroit. Jackson with it. Leads a bucket. Goes to the left side. Kennard down low for Griffin. Tyson Chandler with the piece. That's his third block this evening. Can't connect from in close. You've got to get that one to go. Jackson with it. Lead is 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ball. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for Detroit, number 81, Jose Calderon.
James. Pistons have it. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Tyson Chandler sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
To Griffin. Down to 5 on the 24. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Ball to James. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
That ends the first quarter. No separation so far. It's all even. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second.
Fans, if our team reaches 100 points and wins tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
To James. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. To James. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Here's Rondo with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Curling inside. Rondo. Not going down here. To James. Oh, he had him there for a second. James. From long range. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Whistle stops play. Now we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 25, Reggie Bullock. And number 7.
JaVale McGee swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The pass set it all up.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Griffin. To Smith. And the Lakers with the rebound. Rondo with the basketball. The lead is 11. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Detroit, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Johnson. And McGee there for the rebound. Gets it in the right corner. Hart. Andre Drummond rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
McGee's shot misses.
We call practice players. You know the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Johnson. To Drummond. Gets an open look and hits. Defense played the percentages. The offense cashes in.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Rondo. Rebound taken by Portis. Nice pass to set things up. No, I missed a short one there. Great pass to set it up. 2 points for Josh Hart.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. 1 bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
down for McGee. Easy pass to the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. There's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Nice, nice, nice.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Stanley Johnson. Here comes the screen. And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Stanley Johnson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. James for 3.
To number 23, Blake Griffin.
Brandon Ingram is going to get 3 shots here. A career 65% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. It's a second. 1 more coming.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Knocks down all 3 at the line. It's Detroit's ball. To Drummond. And big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rondo into the front court. The lead is 15. To James. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now, it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Able to convert inside. It's James. And Griffin, the rebound. Johnson, knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Pistons ball here. To Griffin.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Johnson to Drummond. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good. Hart. Gets it at the top of the key. James to Josh Hart. Goes to the left side. Kyle Kuzma not getting the bounce. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 4 for 6.
Some players is built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To James. They get it down to Ingram and finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
So you must now visit our team website for more details.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Has a look. Almost, but no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Kennard. To Griffin. Jackson. Here comes the screen. To Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Short jumper off the mark. Jackson with it. His guys down big. To Drummond. Kennard. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson. To Griffin. JaVale McGee tips it. High risk, high reward. It stays in their possession. Caldwell Pope to Josh Hart. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. With a drop step. Oh, that's 3 seconds. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Jackson to Drummond. Hart. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game. Not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Hart to Caldwell Pope. Deep right corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Luke Kennard. No good. The follow won't go under. Josh Hart snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Hart. From the painted area, won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Kennard to Smith. 4-3. And Smith, quick catch and shoot three. That's good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Hart. Down for McGee. Andre Drummond able to recover with the block. Oh, touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Hey, watch this screen left.
And it's Smith there for the rebound. No time left on this period with the Lakers in command.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pistons would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Bench points.
The Detroit Pistons were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
LeBron James is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Lakers ball. James to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Ball with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Short jumper stays out.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at the podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
To Griffin. Drummond. Shot no good there for Griffin.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Let him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Ball with the basketball. His team leads it. Stuffs it down with the party.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
James, good offense, beating good defense.
Surprised to say the least. I know I didn't expect LeBron to be back in the 2-1-6, but as we know, we should come to expect the unexpected with him every time.
Pistons have it. Deep two there, won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Jackson with it. Down by 15. Here comes the screen. Nothing going on that drive. Jackson to Drummond. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that juice is going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Hey, double screen.
The screen sets him up for 2.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Basket goes Jackson, but his shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
LeBron into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Rocking the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. I got ball, this is all me.
James to Ball. Lonzo Ball. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. Pistons have the rebound. Jackson with it. The deficit now up to 13. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. It goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Can't connect.
Make that, baby. Make that.
Griffin to Reggie Jackson. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Caldwell Pope. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell Pope. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma.
To number 23, Blake Griffin. That's his second.
Kyle Kuzma is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 70% free throw shooter.
To the line.
First free throw is good. Second and 3. Got it.
For the Detroit Pistons, number 40, Bobby Portis.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Jackson with it. Down a bundle. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade back in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And the Lakers clear. To Ball. Pass to the rim. Shot from the lane won't go. To Jackson. Johnson to Reggie Jackson. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson, not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Jackson with it. His guy's big. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody...
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Is Smith. Has a chance. Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James gets it in the left corner. Kyle Kuzma. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Over to the right side. To James. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Unable to connect on the free throw. To Smith. Here comes the screen. Is Smith. Defended by Tyson Chandler. To Drummond. Around the perimeter. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. Ball into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. James. Pass stolen by Detroit. Kennard. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
To James. Wide open look, won't go. Deep left corner.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
1 second, I'm gone.
To Smith.
Screen coming left, screen coming left. Wide open, take that.
Tyson Chandler pins it. Incredible. 6 tonight. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lakers have it. From the painted area, won't get down. Kennard to Drummond. LeBron James. Huge block. Lonzo with it. What makes something happen? Goes to the left side. To Ball. Here comes the screen. Ball throws it up. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Nice pass to get things going.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. James to Beasley. James. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Luke Kennard is Smith. JaVale McGee sends it away. Los Angeles, they have it. James. McGee powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
To Beasley. Second effort. Beasley. Nothing going here on that drive. To Stevenson. From long range. Offensive rebound. James.
I got you help. Don't worry. Get him out.
It was right there. Looking for his man. And look out.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
It's Detroit's ball. Is Smith to Luke Kennard. Screen coming. Takes stock of the floor to Drummond. He's looking for an opening. JaVale McGee with the block. Missed a wide open look. 20-footer at the buzzer. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open. Just inside the arc at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
James with the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Kennard down for Smith. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
James goes to the right side. James, there's the toss. Count the basket at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
James. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark. James to Caldwell Pope for 3, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Second and 3 is good.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball. Stepping in for Detroit, number 1, Reggie Jackson.
Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Is Smith against the great shot blocker Chandler. Lets it fly from long range, knocks it down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Smith. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. And the finish at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Is Smith. Down to Zaza. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. James. Down to Chandler. And the rebound taken by Zaza. To Jackson. Deep right corner. Smith. That's off the side of him. Short. Ball to James. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Chip.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Substitutions, Detroit. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 0.
John to Drummond. Shot in the lane, won't go. Kuzma. Down for McGee. Whoa, what a finish. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Reggie Jackson. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Blake Griffin with a piece. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Kuzma. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. To Griffin. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Kuzma. Scores from the post.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lakers at the controls right now. Ball. Can't connect from in close. Jackson with it. His guys down big. Griffin to Jackson. Fires the three. Ingram right there for the rebound. Good look that time, but off the mark. And draws contact. Andre Drummond going to the line to shoot two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Ball. James. 4-3. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Griffin to Reggie Jackson. He gets it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To James. Kuzma to James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Here's James with a chance. Swallowed up by Drummond. James to Kyle Kuzma. Count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Jackson with it. Down a bundle. To Drummond. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron James with the rock. To Kuzma. Oh, had him going there for a second. Kuzma. From the outside, no good.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides. Johnson. To Jackson. To Griffin. Johnson. Jackson buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. Kuzma. To James. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Pistons ball here. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Substitution being made in this one.
Team foul number 4. Los Angeles Lakers are at the limit. Subbing in for the Lakers, number 3, Josh Hart.
Griffin to Stanley Johnson.
2 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Reggie Jackson, not that time. Ball with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. JaVale McGee to Ball. Here comes the screen.
Oh, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on the three-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Missed the foul shot. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? James. Pistons have it. Here comes the screen. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
And you can't lunge like that.
First one, count it.
I like that.
Two for 2 on that trip. It's James controlling the offense. JaVale McGee to Ball. Screen coming. JaVale McGee to ball.
Hold on, space out. ISO. Oh, I got me one.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
Big finish.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. James goes to the left side. To James. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Hold on. Hey, I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Take mine. I got yours.
Offensive rebound. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pistons put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Los Angeles Lakers. See y'all y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.